Hallo zusammen and welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name is Michael and I'm bitten by a radioactive book. Today's book that I'd like to talk about is called The Blackguard by A.J. Smith. It's the first in the series called The Long War, which I find rather funny because most epic fantasy series turn out to be quite long, so The Long War, get it? The book is a reference to as Game of Thrones meets H.P. Lovecraft. So, okay, almost every book now is brought in context with Game of Thrones if it has more than one perspective. So we kind of can get rid of this part of the information. It has an unusual structure though, and that's something I like to talk about more, because he does not only have one character, 3 or 6. I think at the end it's more like 12 or 15. So every character only gets like 3 or 2 chapters in the whole book. That's quite unusual and maybe a bit off-putting if you're a reader that likes to have really a connection to your characters. Because honestly, that doesn't happen in the book. But what's really cleverly done is how the plot actually evolves. Because it passes the torch of the narrative between the characters. So he starts out with one character, you learn something, that thing that you learned you can use when you swap to the next character, and that is done very cleverly and kept me interested. That was really well done. So the second thing I'd like to talk about is the world building. The world building is to some degree generic because it has the medieval setting in the middle of the land. It has a north with Viking-like barbarians, and it has, of course, a south that a bit like Arabic culture. So, yeah, it's pretty generic. But the twist in it is that the religious system is based on giants. And now we're moving into the territory where it becomes clear why it's referred to as Game of Thrones meets H.P. Lovecraft. Because the giants supposedly fought battles, the Long War, their kind of power game, in the past, and the mightiest of the giants became gods to the humans. And in our world, the 3 parts of the world building I talked about all worship one of those giants. In the north, the ice giant Rovanoko is worshipped. In the south, the fire giant Ja. And in the middle, it's more of a classical fantasy religion. They worship a giant called the One. Nobody seems to know his name anymore. And the religion in the middle is split up into different kind of faith orders. There's the Black Order, the Purple Order, the Brown Order, and every order relates to a certain aspect of the One. The Black Order is more about death, the Purple Order is more about honor, the Brown Order is more about poverty and helping the helpless, and so on. So religious-wise, it's a very interesting system. And it turns out to be that there may be more of those giants still around, asleep, waiting to come back and take power. And the whole way this is done really reminds you a bit of H.P. Lovecraft and Cthulhu, because the giants are described as very alien. It's very mysterious, everything that has to do with them. There are cults devoted to them, and how those cults interact with the religion, with the characters, with the story. That is all very interesting. So although the prose is solid, but not like great or inspiring, I don't want to take quotes from it and tell it to you, but it has a really good flow for me, and so overall I gave this book 4 stars on Goodreads. I really enjoyed it, and I already bought the second one, The Dark Blood, and will read it in the near future. So, have you read The Black Card? Have you read some other alien books? Please tell me in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you liked it even more, subscribe to my channel. And I see you next time. Bye!